Hello viewers, I am Momo Tee, and I want to tell you today that no one is born racist. Racism is a crime that we adopt in our prime, and racism is something that we learn, is something that is being taught. And apparently a lot of children are racist nowadays because some of the parents teaching the children to be racist. And I want you to know that racism is not acceptable. It is not a good thing that we parents are doing. It's not a good thing that we are teaching our children. And today I am very, very disappointed because today Momo Tee came home with a report after she went outside to play with some of her friends in the neighborhood, and she came back to me and she told me that one of her friend told her that black people are not allowed into their house. There's a line that the black people are not supposed to cross, and that black people are not allowed in the building, period. So I was wondering, how could a child say such a thing? So I asked her, was the parents present when that happened? She said, well, the dad was in the window listening on the conversation, but he didn't say or do anything. And she was very disappointed because she said she doesn't understand how come the mom let everybody come into their house. She doesn't care what the color is, she doesn't care what the race, and why is she not allowed into the house? I was trying to explain to her that there are some people like that out there, and that she should learn to live with all kinds of people. But that doesn't mean that this is acceptable. We as parents, we have to teach our children better things than that. When we see our children doing those kind of things, we're there and we're looking on, and if we don't say anything, that means we approve what they are doing. This is a green light that signals them to go on. And if we don't say anything, they think that it's okay with the parents that they should do it. And we know that it is not okay. It is not okay because we're hurting other people's feelings. These are the things that cause people to do a lot of bad things. I'm not saying because somebody's been racist to you that you have to be rebellious and you have to go out and do things. But I'm saying this putting bad thoughts in other children's head. Because the first thing that she felt like the parents was there and they saw it and they didn't do anything. That the message that she's giving is that the parents approved of what their child was doing. And I don't think that is right. When we as parents see our children doing injustice, we're supposed to correct them. And if we don't correct them, like she said, it means that we approve of what they are doing. And I don't think that it is right for our society. I don't think it is right, that people should behave like that in this time. We all are beautiful, no matter what color we are, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're brown, you're yellow, any other color in between. God loves us just the way we are. He created us like that. And we all are God's children created in His image. And we all are unique in our own ways. But we have to learn to live with one another, to love one another, to accept one another, despite any difference in color or shape or size. If we want to build a good nation, want to build a better nation, if we want to stand together, because unity is strength. I'm telling you that segregation is a way to doom. You're not going to get nothing from that. And if we want to move on, if we want to build our country, if we want to strengthen, we have to come together in unity. Forget about whether people are black, white, whether you're Chinese. It doesn't matter what race, it doesn't matter what culture you are from. But we are one. And that is how we're going to move on. This is how we're going to be able to build our country. This is how we're able to succeed. And the children, they are our future. We have to teach the children the right things that they're supposed to do. We have to teach our children how to live. We have to teach our children how to love one another. And for those of us that see there's a line, if we see there's a line, then there's a problem. And you are right. If there's a line that really she should not cross that line. And I'm saying that we are supposed to encourage one another. We're supposed to love one another. We're supposed to care for one another. The Bible says that we should teach the children the way that they should grow. And when they get older, they will not depart from it. And the way that we are going right now, some of our parents, they are teaching our children, it is not a way for us to move forward, but this is a way for us to go backward. And right now, we need to move forward because as we have seen in the past, it has not brought us anywhere. And we're just going around in circles and we're still the same place. And we need to move on. We need to build ourselves. We need to build our confidence. We need to build our children confident. We need to help our children to be better citizens, to be better people, to stand for one another, to love one another, to care for one another, to hold on to each other, and to strengthen one another. You're not there to bring us down. And if we're teaching the children those things, what's going to happen to us in the future? We will need those children. These are the children. These are our future. This is what we have. This is all we have to hold on to. And if we're already breaking them now, we're not going to have a future. We're not going to have children. When the older ones pass away, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to this world? What's going to happen to our country? What is going to happen to us? We need to stop now. Let's stop it now. Let's stop it now. And let's try to live together. Let's try to love one another. Let's grow in faith. And let's grow in everything that we do. Let us try to do it together in unity. And this is what is going to bring us forward. This is what we're going to need for us to move forward. Let's not stay in the dark because there's nothing in there. It's a dark hole. You can't see anything. You need light. No, and when you have light, you can see anything. The room could be as dark as it is. When you put a flashlight, you see. But when it's dark, you cannot see anything. The blind cannot lead the blind. Let us try to move forward. And through Christ, we can do anything. Let's hold on to Him. Try to do something good in our life. The only line that is drawn is the line that we created in our own ignorance. I believe those of us who sees a line, we need our heart overhaul. In my opinion, if there is still a line, then you are right. No one should cross it. Because this means that this person definitely needs some help. Do not teach our children to be racist. This is one way criminals are made. What are we putting in our children's mind? Is that what we want our children to grow up with? The children are our future. Do not prepare them for failure, but instead, let's cherish them and encourage them in the right way. Segregation is doomed to failure, but unity is strength.